I thought it would be good to demonstrate a technique for you that can help you increase your mental strength, your mental determination, and your desire to stop using cocaine. And it's called a timeline in psychology. Now, when you think about your mind and how it stores information, we store our information in our mind in a timeline, in a chronological timeline. You know, we're very familiar with saying put your past behind you and your future's in front of you. When you think about that, it's like you have a timeline that runs this way. You obviously know the difference between something that happened a year ago to something that happened 5 years ago to something maybe like a holiday that's booked in 6 months or a year's time. And they're organized in your mind in what's called a timeline. So I'm going to show you this technique that you can practice, and it takes practice. Now what you do is you step back, and this is you today. This is how you feel right now. This is you in the present moment. This is you in the way you feel about using gear. And it's like that, oh, I've just got to go and pick it up, even though I don't want it, and you're beating yourself up, okay? And then what you do is you take 2 steps forward, 1, 2. And what you do is you imagine that this is you in the future. This is you 2 weeks, a month, 3 months, 6 months from now, maybe even a year from now. This is you clean. You haven't used for 6 months, 9 months, a year. You feel really good about yourself. You feel alive. You feel like you're living life. You're not chained to using cocaine anymore. And then what you do is you imagine what that feels like. You close your eyes and you imagine what that feels like. Imagine feeling really good, really in control, feeling really strong and determined. And then you turn around and you look back at where you started. And then you imagine all the things that you put into place, all the things you implemented that got you to where you are now. So it's like you've already overcome it. You're living life as you've already overcome it. And then you're looking back and seeing all the things that you did, that you changed in your life, that got you from where you are now to where you want to be. So you imagine this is how you are now, then you close your eyes and you take 2 steps forward, and this is you in the future, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year from now. Imagine how good you feel, how strong, how confident, how pleased with yourself, how happy your family are. All of those things that drive you to want to stop using gear. And then you turn around and you look back and you imagine all the things that you had to do, all the things that you've already done, and all the changes you made in your life that got you to this place. And that's called a timeline. And the more you practice it, the more you build those resources as if they're now. Cocaine, what's that about?